So I was born and raised in New York City. I was born in Manhattan at Mount Sinai Hospital and raised in Queens. And that's where I spent all my life through college. I went to college out on Long Island at Stony Brook University. And then I moved south of the Mason-Dixon line to Baltimore, and I went to medical school at Johns Hopkins University. And then I kept going further south into the great state of Texas to study in Houston for 6 years, my internship, residency, and my fellowship. Every patient to me is an individual, and their own situation is unique, and I feel a strong obligation to thoroughly evaluate them, look at their past history, and make a plan for the future. I try to involve the patient in that decision making because it's ultimate, her decision, her and her partner's decision of what they want to do. I'm fairly straightforward about telling the patient what I think. Even if there's bad news to share, I don't tend to sugarcoat things because I want them to have a realistic view, expectation of what's going to happen and what can possibly happen to them. I don't want them to think that they've ever been tricked or fooled into thinking, great things when the possibilities are not so great. But I try to be hopeful and help the patient along in the process, step by step. There's always some time, maybe not a lot of time, to take it easy. So most often I ride my bike, and it's outside. It's not a Peloton. I don't want to be in a gym or indoors when I can look out the window and see how beautiful it is outside. I'd like to be outside. I did work in the New York theater for many years as I was a teenager, so I had opportunities. In fact, in my first year in college, I got a call from who was my manager when I was doing some New York theater, and she said, I have a part for you. And so I had to make a decision in my freshman year. Was I going to go back and do something that was a lot of fun, or was I going to toil in the library for the next 4 years and go to medical school? So I decided to stay in the library. I could have been in theater. I probably would have been in dance, but I figured my knees were not going to make it past 35, so that wasn't going to happen. And the only other thing that I would have done is I probably would have been an engineer. And I probably would have at least started working in NASA, because in those days, we had gone to the moon. It was wonderful, it was unbelievable, and there was a lot of emphasis on engineering and space exploration. So that would have been another possibility.